Yo, how's everyone doing? Welcome back for some more Forza Horizon 3. Today I'm sharing with you my tuning setup for the Lamborghini Reventon, and finally gonna tell you whether or not I officially think it is worth that 1.3 million credits after building it and tuning it and really seeing how this car can compete in the S1 class. And we're also going to talk a little bit about how I built the car, and I just want to tell you how I feel about the car in general and overall after tuning it and driving it and racing it. So first thing, of course, if you do end up wanting to give this tune a try, just search for creator Stevio2175, make sure you're in the Reventon, and you'll easily be able to find my tune as you can see right there. But let's talk a little bit just kind of about the performance of this thing after building it compared to when it was stock. So when this thing was stock, it was super heavy and the gear ratios were really long, so the acceleration felt very slow. The top speed was fine, but the handling and the handling characteristics in general just weren't all that great because of how heavy this car was. So the main thing I wanted to do was reduce as much weight as possible, which we definitely did that. Race weight reduction and other parts that reduced weight, and then we also wanted to make it faster, so any room that I had left after that in the S1 class I used just to make it faster, so some engine upgrades and different things that would improve the acceleration and a little bit of the top speed. But honestly the main focus was the acceleration because the speed was already there and you only need so much speed for your average sprint race, and that's what this thing is for. It's definitely not for high speed sprints and it's also not for circuit racing, but it is very good for your average sprint races, and especially ones that have a lot of long straightaways, because that is certainly the strength now, because it is pretty fast. It doesn't really sound or feel all that fast, but the acceleration on this thing now with this tune is actually very quick. And the weird thing is other S1 cars feel faster to me, but I actually set a faster time on this particular sprint race than I did with my 911 Turbo S, so that's saying something because that car was pretty quick and this thing set a much faster time. But is this thing worth the 1.3 million credits, or pretty much 1.4 plus a little bit of change with upgrades? And I have to say yes, just because of that leaderboard position, which you're gonna see at the end of the video. I mean, this thing is very competitive in the S1 class with this tune, but the thing is there's definitely other cars out there that feel better to drive, that are more fun to drive. So if you're looking for a really fun car to drive, I'm gonna have to say no. But if you just want a competitive S1 car, this thing is actually very good with this tune. I mean, you can't argue with the leaderboard positions, and this thing sounds pretty good, but it just doesn't feel the best when it comes to handling. That's definitely the weakness of the car, and I think that's why I kind of don't really like it all that much compared to some other cars, because there's so many S1 cars that handle way better than this thing. But since this thing has a V12, it certainly had the potential to have a lot of top-end acceleration, and it certainly did. Once you reduced a lot of weight and added some power, this thing got a lot faster, and it definitely helped the handling as well, but we didn't have enough room to really truly upgrade for handling, so I did the best I could with the tuning, but there simply was just too much to do with this car and not enough space in the S1 class, and I know it wouldn't be good in the S2 class. So that is pretty much all I have to say about this thing. If you do give my tune a try, please let me know what you think. But there is that leaderboard position, very impressive for the Reventon. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to y'all again very soon. Peace out.